live.
Hi guys, welcome to
Welcome back.
Right? I can't talk. Welcome back, our little couch potatoes.
This is the digression of
Gits and Shiggles.
with your host Robin
And Garrett.
Hi.
And we're joined again by Chris. Say hello, Chris.
Oh, hello.
And Nevaeh.
Hi.
They can't see you wave, love.
There is
I
no
know that.
camera.
So this week we're going to. Let me turn my phone down here. Oh, my bad. We're gonna start off because you know us, we never stay on the one thing. We're gonna start off with a game of Would You Rather, and apparently Maggie is out. Maggie the dog.
My
She's
dog
out.
don't want to play.
She don't want to play. She got the chair. Okay, and by the way, the heavy panting is not Nevaeh, it's Kia, the other dog.
Oh, somebody didn't silence your phone, which reminds me to put mine on silent.
Oh, who didn't silent their phone? Was that you, Garrett? Was
No.
it just you, Nevaeh? Was it you, Nevaeh?
I can't silence my dog, sorry.
You can't silence your dog.
Well, we can't silence Kia, and he's over
I'm
there.
drowning.
So. Alright, so we're gonna start off. Would you rather have to hop everywhere or skip
Skip.
everywhere?
Skipping is faster.
Definitely skipping.
Same. I'd rather skip too.
Yeah, I don't want.
Back in '89, I was the skip champion of the world.
Of the world.
Of the
in
world.
89. Chris, in 89. Would have been 11, so you would have been 13.
Oh, I'm out of wood.
Wait,
I
see,
wouldn't have existed yet.
listen. Hang on, if I hold up, guys. We're gonna do a little
Musical
switcheroo
chairs.
situation here. Maggie took over Nevaeh's chair, so I'm gonna scooch over so they can share my chair.
It has a footrest.
Well, we worked it out like this last time. We
Yeah.
got it. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of squishing Kia's butt there. Okay. So we're unanimous with skip everywhere. So this next one, I kind of want to say neither, but if you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, would you rather it be Baby by Justin Bieber or Red by Taylor Swift?
Red.
I have never heard, I don't think
Baby by Justin Bieber.
I didn't care for Justin Bieber's song "Baby" to begin with. I don't know what Red.
I don't want either of them.
I've never heard Red by Taylor Swift.
You know what? I just don't want to listen to music anymore now.
Right?
Right?
I've never, and don't get me wrong, I prefer Swift over Bieber, so I'm gonna go with Swift, but
I will say I do feel bad for what Hollywood did to Bieber.
yeah, I do too. But wasn't he messed up in that whole Diddy thing too?
Yeah, when he started out as Bieber, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He was messed up in that whole Diddy thing.
Yep.
Bieber got Diddy.
That's terrible.
I
That's
know.
terrible.
I know, I'm horrible.
I got 5 titanium.
Okay. Would you rather have to always wear Dolly Parton's wardrobe or Billie Eilish's wardrobe?
Do I get the body?
I would assume that
Billie
you
Eilish.
would have the body. No, you have to wear it in your body.
Billie Eilish then, because she already wears baggy clothes and
Yeah.
basketball shorts.
I would go with Dolly.
Oh, I'm going Dolly Parton.
I'm going Dolly.
You
I
see
would
me?
fit any of her clothes correctly. But yeah, that. Oh no.
I'd do the whole corset, everything, all the way. I'm going Dolly.
Whole 9 yards.
Yeah. I'm going full on Dolly.
Hey, Dollar General's obsessed with Dolly Parton right now for some reason.
Are they really? I didn't even pay attention.
Well, do you remember that one Dollar General we went into and they had the whole section of Dolly Parton crap?
Oh, where were we?
Was it
We
like
did
Dodge or Liberal or?
somewhere?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't. Yes. Were we with Patty?
I think we were.
So yes, I remember that. Okay. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
What?
What?
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Minutes.
Minutes.
I would say minutes. I don't, because what would 150 years
Oh, no.
be?
Exactly.
Right, because I'd never remember that.
Me either. I mean, what would... I mean, you could be like, tell people like, hey, if you don't fix this now, this is gonna ruin the future. But who's gonna believe you?
Yeah, who's gonna listen?
Yeah,
I would use the 10 minutes into the future soon.
right.
What? Eggs. Yeah.
Okay, would you... Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy?
What's the first one?
Telepathy, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, telepathy. Sorry. Okay, so telekinesis is the ability to move things with your mind, like...
Like Matilda.
Yes.
Yes, or
Yes,
like
Matilda.
the Force.
The first
And
one.
telepathy is the ability to read other people's minds.
I don't want to do that.
No.
I do. I want
No.
telepathy. I don't know, but I could also be like, use the Force.
It could be Baby Yoda.
I don't know. I honestly would like to read other people's minds, though.
I don't want to have to deal with the burden of it.
I mean, can you switch
No.
on and off at will, or is it a
It's like
constant?
Superman.
Is it a constant, always hearing everybody's thoughts?
It's probably
It's
always.
so loud. So loud.
Right? If it's a constant hearing everybody's thoughts, I would rather have telekinesis. But if you can turn it on and off at will, I would rather have telepathy.
We can't change the rules, so there's no turning it on and off.
Well, telekinesis, you basically turn on and off.
That's true.
So you're not just constantly doing it.
I'd probably go with the public's perception of telekinesis. Or, I meant the other one. Telepathy.
What
'Cause
is the
all the movies and stuff, it's forced upon people and they can't deal with it.
Then I'd go
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather move objects.
Right. The Force. Would you rather smell like feet or smell like eggs?
Eggs.
Ooh, eggs.
Eggs.
Too late. I already smell like feet.
Too late. I already smell like feet. You know?
Yeah, but what if it's like that rotten egg sulfur smell?
Feet.
I'd rather smell like feet.
Yeah.
But if it's the good, fresh eggs.
Yeah, but wouldn't you get tired? Like, what if it was like fried egg smell? I mean, that smells good. That good, yummy
I
breakfast.
still don't smell like
You'd
feet,
get
huh?
burned out on it and never want to eat eggs again.
Exactly. Or what if it smelled like deviled eggs? You never want deviled eggs. Or, I don't know. But then again,
Oh, I already don't want feet, so I don't want to smell like feet.
yeah, exactly.
I don't like
But
feet.
at
Feet
least
scare me.
smelling like feet, it's not something you eat. I don't know. That's a hard one. I think I'd rather smell.
But then what if you sit down to a nice meal and all you can smell is feet?
Or eggs, I mean.
Yeah, but
Or
if,
eggs,
Sulfur
yeah.
type of egg.
yeah, but if you're smelling egg while you're eating, so your taste buds work off of your sense of smell. Everything would taste like egg.
I don't really like eggs either.
So, at least with feet, if you smelled like feet,
Well,
you
they
would be used to that smell, even though you'd be used to the egg too. But
Are you watching this on your phone right now?
yeah,
Okay, see, Van. That is Robin.
Yeah, I'm the rear.
Yep.
Yeah, because I try to keep an eye on both. But at least you would smell like, I don't know. People would just assume you had sweaty, stinky feet.
Yeah.
But what if you have like the good smell of feet? Like,
Why would
your
feet have a
don't
good smell?
at
Their
all.
feet.
Robin's feet barely smell.
True, my feet hardly ever.
That's not a
stink.
good smell. It's a lack of smell.
Because my feet don't ever.
I prefer lack of
Yeah, my feet.
to
like,
a smell of.
Right, my
feet.
feet like next to never smell.
My wires aren't crossed.
So
Feet
I
are
don't
gross.
know. That's a hard question. But is it gonna be like super stinky, like
Walk through a marathon of nasty.
yeah, like just ran a 50K and haven't changed your socks the whole time?
If somebody's go to listen to this recording, just have a blast.
Right.
Freaks.
I don't know. That's a hard decision. That really is. I don't know. I really don't know. Alright. Would you rather be able to run on your hands or write with your feet?
Run on my hands.
So do a handstand while running.
Yeah. Do a handstand and run.
Imagine how much upper body strength I'd get.
Right? Or monkey toe and write with your feet.
Well, my toes are pretty dexterous.
I don't know. That's
Rachel can pinch with her toes.
Well, I can too, and I can pick things up with my toes.
Yeah, I can too.
But I don't know that I could, like, write. Like, we're talking, like, pretty write. Like, just, like you write with your hand. Just
Okay.
pick up a pen, like, and write, like, without thinking about it, like you do with your hand.
There are people that have to do that.
Yeah. So would you rather be able to do a handstand and run?
No, because all your blood will go to your head.
I think I'd do the handstand and run because that would be some upper body strength.
You don't have to constantly do it.
No. Just be able
I would go
to.
with the handstand and run.
Oh, that's my son getting some water from upstairs.
Oh, I
folks.
was like, what is it? I thought it was. Oh man, I thought we got the wish list.
I was
down
freaking
here.
out, man. Freaking out.
It sounded like a ghost scream or something. Garrett's house or
Remember my
something.
faucet was broken? You helped me buy those
Yeah.
replacements?
Yeah, we come up with the redneck way to fix your
Yo,
faucet
I
in
need
the
to
store.
properly fix it.
Hey, it works.
I want the waters to connect
Well, yeah, I get that.
so I
but,
can have fine-tuned control.
right, I get that.
Our hot water gets hot.
Ours is too.
I like it, but
I do too. And James turned up our hot water in the shower. Are you good, honey?
Yep.
Okay, are you sure?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Not you.
Not you.
Mm,
Okay.
Bait we got, Dad.
Would you rather sleep for a whole year or not sleep at all?
Okay,
Full on
so
insomnia
Not sleep for a year.
for a year.
we spend a third of our lives asleep to begin with.
Yeah.
If I could stay awake
But-
for a year straight without health issues,
going insane and health issues, yeah.
I'd do that. I don't want to sleep for a year straight.
But after 4 days, people start going insane without sleep.
I can barely last 72 hours.
I could barely last 24 hours. What are you
Yeah,
talking
No,
about?
I
You
didn't.
get
I
sick.
didn't say me. I didn't say me. I meant to say they.
Oh.
Like
oh.
people normally can't even last 72 to 48.
Yeah, I can
Right.
barely. I'm getting old. I can barely last 24 hours anymore. We're talking 16 hours, and I'm like, I know so like I got it. My preferred method, or my preferred, is get 10 hours of sleep a day. My want is 16, but
I love
my
to sleep.
get is like 6.
I love to sleep, so sleeping more is just a
So
privilege.
you would sleep the whole year. You would sleep the whole year.
That's what my wife would
Now,
choose.
if I could get away without like the health issues, the craziness, and being tired. Oh, I didn't mean to spit on you. I'm sorry if I did.
Like, what?
I would do the no sleep like if there were no side effects to it, man, imagine what you could get done.
Ooh,
Imagine what you
really
could do.
nice.
But if it came with all the side effects, but then again, sleeping for a full year, imagine what would your body would go through when you wake up. You'd have to learn to walk again. You'd have to learn like everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
So, yeah.
And
Well,
how would
there
you
are
use the
people that go
bathroom?
through comas and come back, and they still know how to do things like that.
Yeah, but they have to. Their muscles.
Their
have
muscle has
atrophy.
to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a hard. If there were no medical, like repercussions to it, I would go stay away.
Don't cross the lines, man.
But I like sleeping, so I'd probably do sleeping.
Okay, would you rather live under the sea or in outer space?
Outer space.
I would rather live in the ocean. That would be my happy place.
I think they're. Hey, you crossed the lines.
But the giant.
I did it on purpose.
I don't care.
I wanted to see if they would tingle.
Either way, you have to live in a bubble. So
That's difficult. That's a difficult choice.
If there was no sharks or scary creatures in the ocean, I'd do ocean.
how do you know there's no scary creatures in outer space?
They will become friends.
You've seen Finding Nemo?
Friends
Fish
are
are
friends, not food.
See, you can make-
Aliens are friends.
not food. And besides, under the sea, at least if something happened, you could surface.
Yeah. You could crash land if you're in space.
I mean,
And
it's
when you're in
easier to
space-
surface than crash land.
When you're in space.
What if you run out of oxygen?
If
that's
you
a probably
ascend
way.
too fast, you die.
Well, yeah, but
She would still have to spend a week or two decompressing.
yeah.
So it's still
Either way,
because
it's-
astronauts can crash land in their pods in the ocean and survive. That's a lot faster. It is.
yeah, but there's still the
And I
firmament
can
to get through.
explore the-
and-
No.
Universe.
Yes, there is. It's in the Bible about the firmament.
The ether.
I'm going ocean all the way.
I mean, what lives in the ether, the space, also lives in our oceans. It's a great place to hide if you're able to be transmedium. If you have transmedium crafts.
I still go in ocean all the way. I would rather live in the ocean with the sea creatures.
Under the sea.
God gave
Under
us this
the
earth. This
sea.
is where He wants us to live.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Right.
Under the
Okay.
sea.
Would you rather have eyes in the back of your head or be able to taste with your fingers?
Ew. If you
Eyes
taste
in the
with
back of
your
my head.
Fingers, what if you like touch like mold?
Ew, gross. Yeah, I would eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah.
So,
Well, moms have that always.
right. So, funny fact, or a neat fact to kind of go with this. Butterflies have their noses are on their feet. They sniff with their feet. So when they land on you, they're all sniffing you up.
Hey,
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
yes, I did.
Yep.
There's a bird. Oh, it left.
It didn't like the podcast. It didn't like us.
Yeah.
So that was a fun fact.
We need to get those 2 barrels.
Go grab them.
I'll swim after them.
So, what would you two rather have? Eyes in the back of your head?
I'd rather have eyes in the back of my head.
I'd rather have the eyes in the back of my head.
You don't want to taste
I
with your fingers?
no, I get my hands so
No, I
greasy
taste
sometimes
so
working on cars.
Mold, grease,
Right?
Other
gas.
people.
What about when you're brushing your hair? Oh my god, my eye bud. Excuse me, Kia. I need to get in my pocket first. buddy. He's like,
Ow, I've been bit.
I'm comfortable.
oh, okay, alright, you can lay back down, buddy. Okay, Next question. She's scrolling as I'm reading. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn the page, or bite your tongue every time you eat? I am going instantly paper cut. Why? Because
I already bite my tongue.
every time I read, it's usually on like the tablet or cell phone. I don't read like physical books that much anymore, which I do still read them, but not as much as I
Move your butt. Thank
do
you.
digital. So I will go with paper cut.
I would go with tongue because I'm still in school, so turning textbooks, that would hurt.
Definitely paper cut.
But you got an unfair.
Yeah.
I'm used to biting myself in the mouth already.
Yeah, I'm
Garrett's like, I already bite my tongue every time I eat, so
I refuse to get paper cuts.
My nose still hurts.
You just get it in between the webbings of your fingers, guys.
Right. Oh, talk about
The manila envelope.
I've had a hairspin.
You do the webbings between your toes.
Mm-mm.
That just no. I know people that won't wear flip flops because
They don't like the
can't-
thong.
the thong between their toes.
I wear slides.
That's the only reason I wear
Mhm.
them. They have to be like cloth, though.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
wearing leather ones, but the leather.
Well, yeah,
cloth, but I can't
But like
wear
them plastic ones, no.
stand
No.
No. And they make my feet break out. Like I get an actual rash from the plastic. which
We're
is
out of
weird.
gas.
Oh, Sylvester always has gas.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Sylvester,
Ain't got no gas in it.
Throw up because it is gas, though. It was horrible.
Isn't that from the movie? With Billy
Yeah,
Bob Thornton?
Sling Blade.
Oh.
my bad.
You just put some.
Climb.
No.
Wait, anchor. There we go. Now we're moving.
Yeah, we gotta go there.
And then 11.
Yeah, but we gotta go way down here.
We ran out
No.
of biofuel, Dad.
Uh-oh.
No, they had lost their questions.
Uh-oh.
You only had one job.
I'm sorry.
There
Oh,
we go.
there it is.
We're moving forward again. We're gonna have to make a refinery, Dad.
Oh, crap. You're running me over, and I can't get out.
We got back to it.
I fell off the boat, and I got bit.
That's funny. Would you rather oversleep every day for a week or not get any sleep at all for 4 days? Oh, I'd rather oversleep.
No,
I
fucker.
always oversleep.
I'd rather oversleep.
Oversleep is
Weird.
just
I'm back on the boat.
We kind of already had this one because the
Yeah.
whole no sleep thing. Oh, but that Calvin Klein guy isn't too bad
Okay,
looking.
no.
Oh, the Calvin Klein ad. The guy wasn't
You
bad
know those
looking.
ads are only sent to you because you look things up like that.
Calvin Klein? No.
They half-naked men.
Oh, no.
Yay.
He wasn't
Hey,
bad.
there's a
He was
boat
just
to our right.
You want me to go
Oh.
over there?
Yeah.
Actually, he was mostly dressed. Believe it or not,
But this time.
I find well-dressed men more appealing than mostly naked men. Well, it depends on their body. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, I like the CK1 cologne. So, just for anybody that does listen to the podcast that wants to send me anything, I do like that. All right. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? I'd rather wear the same socks.
Socks.
Socks. The same underwear for a week is just disgusting. Don't do that.
Gross.
I don't care if you turn them inside out.
I can't
turn
wear-
them upside down. Don't.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
What do you...
That's disgusting.
Fine, you swim out there and swim back. What, are we out of fuel?
That's why he said a little while
Yeah,
ago.
we're having to use wood.
Why don't we put the, sail back up?
Because this is quicker. Also, there's nothing on this boat to grab.
Really?
Yeah, you sent me over here.
That
Something.
sucks.
That's
No.
drowning. This is your fault.
Oh, Garrett, this is a good one for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is.
Would you rather work an overtime shift with your annoying boss? So think of since you work for your grandmother, think of her when she's in her worst mood. Oh, sorry, Mom, if you're listening.
No, she's not.
Okay, but think of her when she's all cranky and whiny.
Mm-hmm.
Or spend a full day with your mother-in-law.
Oh.
God.
That one's just for you. My mother-in-law has passed, so that's not fair.
I don't have a mother-in-law.
I would like to spend a full
I'd
day
hope
with my
not.
mother-in-law because I would like to meet her and get to know her.
Oh, that explains a lot about, like when you're talking to her.
Right.
So that's why.
But Garrett, that's a good one for you.
I shoot myself.
Yeah,
in the foot.
Garrett, I want to know.
Yeah, Garrett.
I'd go to
what?
work
Gee.
for
Probably
Grandma
go to
Kennedy.
work. I really, yeah. At least I'm getting paid.
Oh, would you rather? Oh, this is terrible. This is DC versus Marvel. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Wonder Woman.
I don't know.
I like Captain Marvel.
That's a hard. I like them both.
Wonder Woman, because she's a girl for power.
And so is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's a girl.
Yeah, I know, but Wonder Woman.
I don't know. They're both classics, though. They're both good. I like them both. I mean, I don't
Actually-
like the new Captain Marvel crap, like the Disney Princess Captain Marvel, but
No.
Actually, if I think about it,
I do like how she
Captain
punched an old
Marvel,
lady in the
actually.
face.
right.
I'd actually probably do Captain Marvel.
Just on sight.
She's
Beats an old lady to death.
Right. But
Got my
Wonder
vote.
Woman has the lasso of truth in her, and she's got
She's
the
an Amazonian.
bracelets, and she's an Amazonian, an Amazon princess nonetheless,
They don't need men.
I'm a
blessed by a
princess.
god. But Diana does need men. She fell in love with what's his name?
Fireworks
Yeah, she
off
did.
Left. Here it goes.
Ooh, there's a.
It's going.
Okay.
So that one's a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman on this one. But as a DC versus Marvel though.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear? So
Sing. Even though I sing like crap.
So you'd rather be forced to sing to every song or dance to every song?
Dance.
Sing. I'd rather sing.
I think
Well, probably sing.
I think I would rather sing because
I don't
think
feel like
I
doing
would
the truffle
wear out
shuffle.
dancing.
It's frozen.
Awkward silence.
No, it fixed itself. Okay,
Don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Chris, are you gonna sing or dance?
I don't know. I might do. Can I do 50-50?
A little
I
bit
mean,
of both, like show
both.
tunes.
Like, yeah.
Like a concert.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Hello, my darling. Hello, ragtime gal.
Bum, bum, bum.
That way, if I get tired of dancing, I can sing.
Sing.
Or if I get tired of singing, I can dance.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or I can do them both together.
Right.
Would you rather swim in a pool of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup? That's what
Nutella.
it says, right?
Nutella.
I think I don't. Both of them gonna be thick.
Yeah, but the maple syrup's gonna be extra sticky.
Yeah, it's gonna be sticky.
Like,
Mmm.
Yeah.
roll you through feathers, tar and feather sticky.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Nutella.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Okay, would you rather buy 10 things you don't need
Choo
every
choo train,
time-
folks, sorry.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute. Let's let this train pass. Sorry, guys. We need soundproofing.
After fart.
Oh my god. You could have done it while the train's going and nobody would have known.
Yeah, you didn't have to vocalize it.
You didn't have to announce it to the world. She is such a 16-year-old girl.
Is she 16?
Yes.
She is 16.
Holy crap. Where have I been?
She's just 16 years old. Leave her
Oh, we've been to this
alone.
island.
They say. Okay. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or forget the one thing you needed when you go to the store? Wait, I do both.
I always
Yeah,
forget. Yeah.
I always do both. What are
Always.
you talking about?
That's why we always have to go to a different store.
Where's
Yes,
the net launcher?
I always do both. What are you talking about?
You need help.
No, I got it.
I need the net launcher.
You gonna catch that bird?
I'm gonna
Hey,
catch the little
Robin's already
bird.
halfway there.
Right.
Actually, technically, I am.
Okay. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches
11
tall?
feet. I want to be taller.
9
than
inches.
I think I would rather be 9 inches.
Uh,
You could
I'd
just
finally be the.
that would be fun.
you could somebody could just give me and put me in their pocket and take me around everywhere.
Okay, but also you could get.
Right
some-
on.
Well, yeah, but if somebody's careful and
What if they don't see you?
takes you, what was that? Ding a ding.
I caught a bird.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
I got an achievement for catching a bird.
Oh, I didn't know somebody popped on. Or
I'm gonna
something.
rename him Byrd. Bird. B-Y-R-D.
Do you have the chat on over there? Cause I don't.
Yeah, nobody's talking
Okay.
though.
You're the only one on.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure that way if somebody pops on, I can see it
Bird.
pop up over there so I can pull it up over here.
Yep.
Where do I put him?
You don't have a cage.
No, well, I got this grass plot.
Put him in the grass, see if he stays.
Nice.
Nice, he stayed in the grass.
Nice.
Okay,
My pet bird.
I found an underwater. Oh yeah, we have been here.
3 of us want to be 9 inches tall, and Nevaeh wants to be 11 feet tall, huh?
Yeah, so I can be the finally be the tallest Rogers.
Well, then you could just pick me up and carry me around in your pocket,
I mean, you could go on my head.
right? Oh, we could make like a special little crown for you to wear for me to ride on.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Okay, would you rather be stuck in a romantic comedy with your worst enemy or in a horror movie with your best friend?
Well, my best friend likes horror movies, so probably my best friend.
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
I'd go with the horror movie.
I would definitely go with the horror movie with my best friend. Definitely.
Because have you seen 2 rednecks in a horror movie? That ain't a horror movie. That's funny.
Well, could you imagine Cindy and I in a horror movie?
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness, it would be hilarious. It would be so funny. Wait, what is my thing? Oh, it's telling me that. Okay. That would be the funniest thing ever.
Come meet our new friend Bird. I'd like to
Bird.
be stuck in a horror film with my best friend. That'd be awesome.
Wait, who is your best friend?
My wife.
Oh, that would, yeah.
No, I mean, she is my best friend. But I just realized what I said. I would be the one. Oh no. I love her to death, but that is.
Okay, wait. I gotta call my best friend. Let's find out.
Cindy?
Yes. We're gonna make a quick phone call here.
I am running the wall.
Come meet our friend Bird.
We're gonna see. Hopefully she picks up.
I'm switching headphones.
Up, bird.
Oh, they're in my pocket.
Does he stay on the boat?
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. Let's get out of here,
Hello,
because
Cindy. You're live with us on our podcast, Gits and Shiggels. Well, the regression of Gits and Shiggels. Just so you know, you are live. Everybody can hear you. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You've got Chris, Bea, and Garrett. Chris, you won't be able to hear Chris, but he can hear you. So we're playing a game of would you rather, okay? And we came across the question. I gotta pull it up. Would you rather be stuck in a romantic comedy with your worst enemy, or in a horror movie with your best friend?
A horror movie with my best friend.
Right? Right. That is what I said, and I said it would turn into a comedy.
It definitely would. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We would make it the greatest story ever.
Right?
It won't even be a horror movie. It'll be a best friend movie.
Right. It would be so fun.
Right? I would think it would be fantastic.
Right. So I had to call you and tell you because I thought that would be hilarious. Do you want to stay live with us and play Would You Rather?
I can, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, awesome. So our next question is, would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals?
Animals. Sorry, I love.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Uh,
I already talked to animals.
Who's answering?
Okay, so Vea said animals.
Uncle Chris said animals.
Chris said that.
No, I said I
Chris
already
said
talked
he
to
already
animals.
talked to animals.
Oh.
But you'd be able to
I
understand
did it
animals.
again.
You'd be able to hear what they're saying.
You'd be
Yeah.
able to understand them.
I think
Yeah, but do you want to know what they're saying?
Yes.
I think so too because
yeah, I like animals.
I like animals more than people.
Yeah, I do too.
right.
True that.
Animals are my people.
And then when they get sick, they could tell you exactly what's wrong.
So you don't have to figure it out.
Allergies, or I got a cold, or whatever it is.
Yeah, my tummy don't feel good. And
I agree.
you could tell them like, hey, they could fully understand like when you tell them I'm going to work, I'll be back in a little bit, or
They'll be like, oh, okay.
Not anxious or whatever.
yeah, and they could
Yeah.
Oh, Grundy could finally understand when I tell him stop licking.
Right?
You know, yes. I think animals. I would definitely go animals. Garrett,
Yeah, animals.
Garrett agreed. Animals for sure.
Is that Tim?
Yes, that's Timmy.
Yeah,
Wilson.
Timmy likes to.
Well, I think it's unanimous then.
Yes.
Everybody said animals.
Everybody said animals.
I want the language.
Oh no, Chris
I
said
wanna-
language. He would rather speak every language.
Oh, not me.
You know how much money I would make?
He said, you know how much money he would make being an interpreter,
I mean, he's not wrong. He's
right?
there.
Right? You could interpret every language. But at the same time, I don't know. I like animals better. I just like
Yeah.
animals better than people.
Listen, they're nicer. Animals are way nicer.
Right? Yeah. And you could like be in the wild and
But
just be
also,
like,
animals could probably tell your secrets.
right? Just be like, you know, like a wild animal comes up to you and be like, hey buddy, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you, you know?
And they'd be like, oh, okay.
Right? Let's be friends. I have food.
Right? There you go. That's funny. I love that.
Well, it works on teenagers. Why wouldn't it work on animals? I have food.
I mean, teenagers, but you gotta have a lot of food with them.
Right?
Like,
And animals, you don't have to have as much food, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Which
you just
is a
something?
good start for our next question.
Egg.
Would you rather always feel hungry or always feel tired?
I feel both all the time.
Yeah,
I
teenager.
could sleep and eat whenever I want.
again, teenager.
Right?
Food.
Yep.
Yes, I feel like I constantly, when this one is with me, have to feed her. Constantly. It's never ending. I'll pick them up to take them with me to work, and I'll feed them, and then they constantly eat while I'm at work, and then they're hungry like
when
we leave. So it's a never ending feeding cycle.
Yeah, a never-ending battle.
Yes. And
teenagers
then
are like toddlers.
they can fall asleep at any second.
And any place.
Yeah, in anywhere.
Even this, man, yeah, anywhere. Doesn't
Yes.
matter if their head's all the way to the side of them. They don't care.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And then the only way to wake them up is what? With more food.
Yep. Facts.
And if you feed them, they'll fall asleep again. Yeah. So, yeah. But
So I think my answer on that one would have to be hungry because I like to do stuff too much to be tired all the time.
right, and I already have that sleepy, tired feeling
Yeah.
now. And I would rather be
Oh, it gets worse the older you get.
Yep. Same.
I'd
Because
rather,
you can always,
No.
you can always feel the hunger, but sometimes that tiredness will get the best of you and there's no fixing it.
right? Hey, Chris, quick question. Can you hear Cindy?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to make sure our mic's picking her up. So,
Get the bird a little fence.
right.
So it
What do you
sounds-
say?
He built
He has
his
a bird.
he has a bird, and he caught a bird on this game because instead of like putting the cameras on us, they play a little game, and he caught a bird on this game and he built it a fence.
A pin.
Yeah. So Chris and Garrett only half pay attention, so I'm glad I called you. So now we have somebody besides
Yeah.
just Bea and I paying attention and answering the questions.
We've been answering the question.
I
Is
know.
that Shelby?
That's funny. I love that.
Right.
Uncle
Okay.
Chris.
So next one. Would you rather have the ability to be invisible to real people? Wait. Be invisible or to read people's minds? Okay.
Invisibility.
We discussed that reading people's minds.
We did discuss
early.
that one.
So on this one, I'm gonna say you can turn it off and on at will.
Because if you couldn't do that with invisibility, what would be the point?
Yeah.
I could scare my father finally.
Okay.
Give him
I
a
feel
seizure.
like mine would be invisibility because if you're invisible, then you can hear what people are saying.
Exactly.
And you can see what people are doing behind your back.
Yeah, that's I agree. I want invisibility. You could be a fly on the wall.
Yep. And nobody would know.
Yep. You'd
Or
be
an
like-
ant on the road.
right. But a question with the invisibility, would you have to be naked or does your
Oh.
clothes go invisible with you?
Naked.
Naked.
Garrett Chris both said naked.
No. The clothes will go
Well, guess
invisible
what?
with
It's
me.
not invisible with you because when you come back from invisibility, I want to be naked.
Right?
And if you
Well,
go
you gotta prepare.
well,
Yeah.
Chris said you have to prepare. So you'd have to like go in the bathroom, strip down, go invisible. Like
Oh man.
hide
No,
your
there is
clothes.
this one
Bird.
character whose superpower is invisibility, but it's a genetic thing, and they can't shut it off. So the only way for them to be completely invisible is to be nude.
Yeah.
Like Hotel Transylvania? That
Yes.
one guy with the glasses?
Yes, like that.
Oh no, I wouldn't be able to wear glasses. I'm still going invisibility.
right. I would still choose invisibility because
Well,
nobody
hawk
would know
people.
you're naked but you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Once they start hearing a weird flap around sound.
Right? Because you could always just stick your clothes wherever you're going invisible at, you know.
Yeah.
have
Or
your,
just wait until you're home to go uninvisible.
yeah, have your spot, like your own personal office or bathroom or wherever. Go invisible.
Yeah, use a phone booth.
Yeah, Superman, use a phone booth, like Garrett said.
When was the last time you seen a phone booth?
I agree.
And
Facts.
TV shows. I've
Chris
never
said,
seen
when's the
one.
last time you seen a phone booth? But I'm just saying, you can, you know.
Actually, the last time I seen one was when we were in Garden City. City, so it's been a minute.
Right? I don't know if that phone booth is still there. Even. But it's been a minute.
Oh, the time Cindy closed my fingers in the door?
Chris said the time Cindy closed my fingers in the door.
Listen, that was a complete accident. I did not do that on purpose.
No, it took her 20 minutes of laughing before she could help me.
He said it took her 20 minutes of laughing before she could help me.
I'm not denying that.
Oh my god, I think it took me about 30 minutes of laughing before I could even move. Oh
And
my
then
god.
when we went in the store, I started laughing again.
Right?
It was great. Good times.
Fun times, fun times, fun times. Oh my god, that was so great.
They were throbbing. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, and part of it, she didn't believe she actually closed your fingers in the
Yeah,
door.
she argued. And I'm tugging, and I'm like, look.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, that was so funny. I'm trying to make it. I don't know if she can hear him like that. Oh, I can't do my thing like that though. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I did too until you just brought it up. Sorry, babe. That's okay. I got a new car. I got a Mercury Marquis.
Oh my
And
goodness, my
2003 Mercury Marquis. And it initiated Nevaeh. She walked into the corner of the passenger door right between her eyes.
I was breaking down in tears.
It,
Like, it didn't even feel like this small of a cut, and it's literally a small little cut.
but it's deep. It's deep.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. That
It
sucks.
It's
You gotta pay closer attention, girlie.
Well, I
mean,
went to turn to get my Nana into the vehicle because we were switching her vehicles, and I hit it.
oh, just straight between her eyes too. It's a small size cut, but it's deep. It got her good. Oh god. And then Patty's like, I didn't feel anything, and looks at me. She's like, did you feel anything? I was like, actually, yeah, I felt that.
Car rock.
I felt that. Oh god, I felt so bad for her.
It felt like my eye.
Right, and I was so worried. I thought she got it in the eye. I kept looking. I was like, oh my god, she got it in the eye. It just put her eye out. But no, it was, thank god it was her nose.
Are you going to tell Cindy you're more Ford than I am?
Did I tell you I got a new car too?
No, what did you get?
So I got a 2016 Hyundai Accent.
A 2016 Hyundai Accent?
Yep.
Nice,
It sounded like she
nice,
said
nice.
accident.
Hey, it was an accident.
I got mine. And I got a 2003 Ford F-150 too.
How did you manage that?
Sheriff's auction.
$225.
I paid $625 for both cars.
You bought it under Garrett for 25 more.
Yeah. I told Martel I wanted the truck too, and he was bidding for me. And Martel didn't realize that Garrett bid on the truck too, and he outbid Garrett by $25.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So Garrett and I went in together on the truck because he wanted the tires and rims off of it because he bought Mom's Navigator. And he wanted the tires and rims for the Navigator, but I wanted the truck, so he traded out the tires and rims from the Navigator to the F-150, and actually, I think the swap looks better. The ones from the F-150 look better on the Navigator, and the ones from the Navigator look better on the F-150. Okay.
You're back to the Navigator now?
Yeah, oh, we gotta hang on a second. We got train.
Well, choo-choo.
Cindy, you missed it.
Well, you gotta wait, because we got train. Hold on. Give us a minute.
Where did my...
Okay. But, yeah, Garrett bought the Navigator from Mom. And so he's driving it. He's got it all fixed up, found the short in it, everything.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
Yeah.
die.
And he's got it all fixed up. Took off the sideboards. I think it looks better without them.
It does.
And then, like, we went in together on the pickup.
Sharky killed me.
And he traded out
where?
the rims from the rims and
By the
tires
boat.
from the Navigator to the pickup. And then, which the pickup looks better with the Navigator's rims.
Yeah.
And the Navigator looks better with the pickup's rims. So, I'm totally cool with it. And then, yeah, so, but yeah, I'm more Ford than Chris is now. Yeah, because he owns 2 Chryslers.
And a Dodge.
And a Dodge. And I own the Mercury and the F-150. And he don't have any Fords.
Dang it.
Well, that was his choice. He could have got a Ford.
Even Garrett, he owns Lincoln and a Mercury. He's more Ford than his dad is. It is so funny. So I think I'm not sure though, because James is a little sentimental about that Jeep, but I think we're gonna sell the Jeep because the Buick's running just fine. It just don't have any AC in it, and so since I'm prone to heat stroke, I can't drive it during the summer. But other than that, it's running great. I mean, it runs like a scalded dog, gets really great gas mileage. So I hate to sell the Buick, but anytime Garrett has to work on it, wants a pound of flesh from him.
I'm done working on that thing.
And so he's like, I'm not touching the Buick ever again.
I mean, Dad tried to fix it and he broke it more.
But it runs just fine, so I hate to get rid of it. And then, but the Jeep has issues, so.
Well,
But
he's had it for a long time.
yeah, well, he's had it since just before we got married, and we just celebrated 10 years, so. Yeah. But it's the first thing he's ever bought and owned and has fully in his name, ever. I mean, because it's always been him and a wife, or, and
Right.
so
I get
he's,
that.
yeah, so he's kind of
I'll be right back.
about it, which I get. I'm totally not against. But we have 4 vehicles that we have to tag and insure, so it's like, this is getting a little expensive here.
Right.
And I'm not getting rid of, like I said, I hate to get rid of the Buick because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm definitely not getting rid of the Mercury because I literally bought it for work.
And you got it for cheap.
And I only paid $400 for it.
A running solid vehicle.
And it's running solid. I do need to get new tires for it though.
And folks, this is why we're the digression of Gits and Shiggels.
Yes. As a reminder, people, this is why we are the digression, because we start with one topic and always.
This is why we are.
Yep, always go off. Yep. We never stay on topic. But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely not getting rid of the pickup. Oh, yes, and I have to tell you, well, maybe I shouldn't tell you, but remind me to tell you later when we're not on podcast about the fit thrown about the pickup. But I'll do it off podcast because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
That was funny.
Because we do have listeners that come on and listen later. But remind me to tell you later about the pickup. You will laugh so hard.
Okay, will do.
But anyways. But yes, so I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself that I've got running vehicles and I've got good vehicles. I just need to get some tires.
Well, and now that you got vehicles, tires will be more worth it.
Yeah. Well, and like the Buick has good new tires, so I'm not worried about it. I just need to put. First of all, I'm worried. I gotta do the Mercury first because that's my work vehicle.
Yeah.
So the Mercury is first. And it, yeah, that's my work car. And so it's got to have tires first. And it's a common tire, so, and they're cheaper, so I'm not too worried about that, but it's still going to be a lot of money.
Right.
But before I can, like, full on do that, I've got to get a bunch of medical tests done. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, my MS has progressed, I guess, and now it's like affecting my heart. And so now I have to have all these heart tests done because my blood sugar or blood pressure. Nice blood sugar. Nobody's got me reading interesting facts. My blood pressure is not getting my systolic, which is the high number, is not getting above the lower 90s. So there's something like seriously going on.
And they don't have you have any blood pressure meds, right?
Well, I'm starting a new one. I have to start it. She wants me to start it Monday. Well, she wanted me to start it today, but I didn't make it to the pharmacy in time to pick it up because she called it in Friday, and then it wasn't ready on time because our, small town pharmacy, they do the whole county, type thing. And so it wasn't ready on time, so I'll pick it up Monday because she wants me to start at the beginning of the week and constantly do my blood pressure and keep a log and see how I do on this medication.
Yeah.
And so I have to take it like twice a day to start with and see how I do and see if we can get it above 100 and what it is to see if we need to increase it and increase my
Shark's coming for you.
see if I can, if doing cardio increases it, which it didn't at all. I was doing strong cardio this morning and still didn't go up, so cardio did not increase at all. But when I did the stress test at her office, it didn't increase either. And we had my heart beat up high, and my blood pressure still didn't increase.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she got it up to 100, or 101, but.
Right.
And it's just the MS progressing. Speaking of which, while I got you on the phone, you guys have good neurologists down there, don't you?
Yes. There's a neurologist. When my dad had his stroke, the neurologist came in. Sorry. The neurologist came in is the top neurologist in the whole state of Texas.
Okay, can you send me his name?
Yeah, I'll go and get it and then contact info.
Okay, because if they're gonna send me to KU Med, and KU Med can't get me in till December, and because the type of insurance I have it isn't like state, it's federal, so I can go anywhere.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, but on another note, anyways, since we have digressed so far out, we have actually ran out of time, guys, and sorry about that. We didn't finish our game, but we can finish next week. But sorry about that to all of our listeners, and you guys got to hear all about our cars and also a little bit about my MS. But if you do want to hear more about MS, we can bring that up in a subject. Just let us know in the comments. Or if there is another topic, as always, let us know down in the comments.
Draw me.
We do read them. We do check them. Let us know.
Let us know.
If there's something else you guys want to see on the screen. Let us know. Currently, this game and Minecraft are the only two that Chris and Garrett can play together. But
All our other games are too high octane
yeah,
for this situation.
I mean, they do have Borderlands if you really want to see them play Borderlands and just listen to me and Vea. Or I can call my friend Cindy. She's usually off on Sundays, right, Cindy?
Yep. Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
So see, I can call my friend Cindy and you can listen to Cindy and I gab while they play. So
Right? Always.
always and see if they put
You
their
know,
two
we
cents
passed
in.
an island.
Did we really pass it?
But
Yep.
just let us know in the comments, guys. So,
No.
but
This has been.
but this has been the digression of Gits and Shiggles. I'm your host, Robin,
And I'm the other co-host, Garrett.
and we've had Nevaeh. Say goodbye, Nevaeh.
Bye bye.
And Chris. Say goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye.
And my bestie, Cindy. Say goodbye, Cindy.
Bye-bye. See y'all.
See y'all next week, my fellow taters. Have a good week. Be safe. And try to be kind to everybody. And if you can't be kind, give them a throat punch. We're out.
Whoa.